Good morning, everyone. Before we begin, I would like to thank our partner design schools, United World Institute of Design, Ahmedabad, School of Design and Innovation, RV University, Bangalore, and Strat School of Design, Bangalore. Their teams have been working tirelessly to make this event a great learning experience for all of you. You will get an opportunity to interact with their faculty throughout the design hackathon. A very good morning to everyone present here. I warmly welcome you all to the opening ceremony of Design Hackathon 2024. My name is Mokita and I will be your host for this event. This sixth edition of Design Hackathon 24, a nationwide design hackathon, is being organized by DQ Labs and Dean's Academy. This year's hackathon will focus on three crucial elements: empathy, design thinking, and ChatGPT. Empathy serves as a powerful tool to break down barriers, enhance communication, and promote collaboration. Empathy allows us to connect with others on a human level and truly understand their perspectives and challenges. This capability to empathize with diverse segments of the society is key to developing impactful solutions to the issues they face. Design thinking is an extension of this innovation process. It involves systematically and intelligently addressing problems to create lasting positive transformations. DH24 offers you the opportunity to enhance your skills in problem identification, ideation, prototyping, and testing. Recent advancements in the field of artificial intelligence have enabled the integration of AI tools like ChatGPT into the design process. The fusion of AI and design thinking empowers designers to make data driven decisions that address real life needs. Now, I would like to introduce Mr. Umesh Kumar from DQ Labs. Mr. Umesh pursued a Bachelor of Architecture from Andhra University, Vishakhapatnam, graduating with first rank. He later completed his master's at IIT Delhi. His work in architecture and automotive design spanned from 1999 to 2013, after which he founded DQ Labs Private Limited and Exemplar EduTech Private Limited. Thank you, sir, for being with us here today. Next, I would like to introduce the founder principal of Dean's Academy, Mrs. Santi Menon, a university rank holder from Stella Maris College, Chennai. She earned a degree in education after completing her graduation in English literature. She also holds a teaching and training diploma with distinction from Cambridge University, UK, and a master's degree in education. Her passion for education and her exceptional management skills have enabled Shanti Ma'am to steer Dean's Academy towards new horizons. Additionally, Shanti Ma'am is a trained Bharatanatyam and Mohiniyattam dancer, showcasing her dedication to both academics and the arts. We are truly honored to have you with us, ma'am. As our keynote speaker for today, we are proud to invite Mr. Satyashilan Ji. He's the Vice President of Design at Ashok Leyland Limited, where he has shouldered over 25 vehicle designs of their entire range. Prior to Ashok Leyland, Mr. Satyashilan has worked with Tata Elxsi, TVS Motors, and Tata Motors to name a few. He's completed his Masters in Design from IIT Delhi. We welcome him to this panel. I would now like to invite Mr. Umesh sir to take over the platform and give us an overview of what happens over the next 2 days.
Thank you, Mokita. And I would like to thank Shanti Menon ma'am and Mr. Jagan Murugan from UID, and Maria Matthew will be moderating the session. And all the participants, the volunteers, all right, and everybody who and our sponsors as well, because of whom we are able to run this show. And this is the sixth edition, as Mokita has said. And thank you, Mokita, for introducing me. Okay, so let us see what we are going to do for the next, right? So the event is a 2-day event starting from today, 3rd of August to 4th of August. From 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. These are the official timings. However, at the end of day 3, after 6 p.m., the participants can continue working on their project and join the live session at 10 a.m. Right? So this is very important. All the participants will be watching the session live on YouTube. all right? And if you have any kind of a doubts or concerns, there are two ways you can reach out to us. Any issues related with your team number, teams, etc., you can reach out to us through Talk To. Okay, the same Talk To can also be used for finding out about how to do certain things. Like for example, we have shared the DH24 template, and some participants were having duplicating the template and editing the template. So such kind of a how-to questions can be asked on Talk To. So we have volunteers who are dedicated, who will be responding to all your queries. That's number one. Number two, if we have any design concerns or anything that we are teaching online, we are sharing online, and you want to interact with the panelists or ask questions to the panelists, you can use the Google Forms, right? Apart from that, during specific times, we will be opening up the troubleshooting Zoom room. Okay, so if you want to talk to the faculty or mentor in person, you can join to the Zoom session and you can clarify your doubts. All right, but majority of your time you will be on YouTube listening to the panelists, what we are sharing, the answers we are, the questions we are answering, and etc. Okay, and there are 6 steps in the entire 2-day event. 3 steps happen on day 1 and 3 steps happen on day 2, right? So each of the steps is for 2 hours 15 minutes, and each step has a specific outcome, and we will be helping you to achieve that outcome. Okay, so today we'll be working on problem identification and validation, discover deeper insights and validation of those insights, and generating ideas and validating those ideas as well. So at 6 o'clock, you can continue on your own and explore your ideas. Probably you can make some mock-ups, prototypes, test, experience whether they're working or not. Tomorrow at 10 o'clock, step 4 starts with documentation and presentation of your work, of your ideation and all of that. Step 5, you will be creating a 1-minute video. And step 6, you will be uploading and promoting the video. Okay. Now, when we tackle them stepwise, you will find it very easy to accomplish. Don't worry about all the other steps. Just follow the instructions that we are giving through this live briefing, right? At the end of each step, there is a specific outcome, and we would want you to upload it at a particular place, right? So that we can also check and we can ensure that you're going in the right path. Okay. And all the instructions are given and revealed to you as we proceed with each of these steps. So each of the steps will start off with a 5-minute macro video about briefing about what that step is all concerned about, right? Then there will be a 15-minute briefing by myself or Maria, where we will be telling you how to accomplish the outcome of that particular step. And we will be sharing with you the DH24 toolkit as well to help you understand how it works. Right. And then we will be having a 20-minute panel discussion where we have faculties from the top schools, design schools. These faculties have tremendous experience as designers, and they will be sharing their knowledge and experience related to that particular step, right? Followed by query resolution. That is the time where you can access the Google Forms to ask your questions to the panelists, right? So followed by a 30-minute working session and then 30-minute query resolution session. So my request to you is majority of the time you should be watching us live and understanding what we are trying to help you. Okay. So that is a tip, right? The secret of success to be efficient in design hackathon is that you listen to DS24 live on YouTube and you work on your project. So kind of a multitasking, but that's an important skill but you have to cultivate. So it's a good opportunity for you to cultivate that. Okay. So these are the timings. So we start off with a briefing on the theme of Design Hackathon 2024. Okay, and step 1 starts at 10:35, goes on till 1, and there is a short lunch break. Step 2 starts at 1:35 till 4, and step 3 starts from 4 till 6. This is day 1. Okay, and day 2 we start at 10 a.m. with step 4, followed by lunch break, and then step 5 from 2 to 4, and step 6 from 4 to 6. And 6 o'clock is the end of event. And by that time, you will be having a 1-minute video, and you would have uploaded on Instagram and promoting it. If you follow the instructions that we are giving on YouTube Live, step by step, without missing, then the journey will be very smooth. But if you are concerned about something else and you are trying to troubleshoot that and leaving the live session, then you will run into problems. But however, we also have a toolkit. Okay, there also all the steps are listed with the video tutorials and step-by-step instructions. You can also follow that, and you can achieve your goal. Okay. So the design faculty are here to discuss examples related to the 6 steps relevant to the team that will be working for Design Hackathon this year. Okay, and they will also be answering all your queries, design queries. Okay, and when the troubleshooting rooms start, the faculty will be available in the breakout rooms. And if you want to go and meet them and discuss your design concerns one-to-one, you are welcome to do so. But that you can do once we open the troubleshooting rooms. Okay, and once we open the troubleshooting rooms, we will be sharing that information through a live scroll. As you can see a scroll going down. So we'll be communicating that with you that the session is open and you can join. So the entire 2 days physical outcome, tangible outcome is a 1-minute video. And I'm going to share a couple of examples of last year's videos just to help you understand how the outcome can be. All right. All right. So before we go into that, you all must be curious about the judging criteria, isn't it? So we have 2-level screening, and for each of these levels, we have screening parameters. For the first level, we are looking into relevance to the theme, your 1-minute video, and innovativeness of the idea, overall presentation. DTM is design thinking methodology followed or not, and the total likes and shares and comments that you have garnered through Instagram promotion. Okay. The level 2 screening parameters are that the judges will be looking into innovation and creativity of your solution, impact and relevance to the theme, feasibility and practicality of the solution, scalability and sustainability, and user experience and accessibility. So these are the parameters for second level. And we have well-qualified judges who will be shortlisting and who will be choosing the winners for each of the groups and also overall winner. Okay, and this year we also have designers from Italy and Canada, right? So it's a very good mix of Indian and international designers who will be judging the event. And there is a prizes pool worth of 3 lakh rupees to be shared among the winners and the overall winner. Okay, so it's going to be exciting. So so do a good job, right? And the announcement of the result will happen on 1st of September. Okay, and where and when the details will be sharing as we proceed. So this is an example of a 1-minute video.
Umesh, the sound is not playing.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah.
Okay. The sound is not coming. All right. So in fact, we have shared all these links. In fact, the award ceremony links previously with you, and we'll also be making it available for the last 3 years. And I would request you to go through them. Okay. So in these tool days, you will be using certain tools. Okay, so this is a list of tools that you will be exposed to, okay, with some step-by-step tutorials for you to learn. If you already know, perfect. So we'll be using Bing Copilot, Bing Create, ChatGPT, BigJPG.com, Canva, Viscom.ai, and Instagram, right? And how to use these tools will be explained to you, and also the instructions will be given to you where and when it is necessary. So again, a tip, watch attentively all the YouTube live sessions. Every detail required will be discussed here. Okay, so please do not miss out. In the past, our experience was that they missed out and they had so many problems, and they got into troubles, right? So if you don't miss out, if you give your full attention to YouTube live, then most of your queries will be solved and you will have a smooth journey. Now, in case you are attending the troubleshooting Zoom, after you finish your meeting with the
Good morning. Welcome you to this inaugural session of Design Hackathon 2024, a platform to exercise your ability to problem solve real life situations. As Mr. Umesh has already announced, it's jointly hosted by DQ Labs and Dean's Academy, and is for students, college students, working professionals, teaching faculty, homemakers, business owners, in fact, everybody. Anybody who wants to explore the creative problem-solving space using design thinking principles. Dean's Academy is happy to welcome all of the esteemed guests, mentors, and sponsors, along with DQ Labs, and commence the curtain raiser session for this year's Design Hackathon. This year's Design Hackathon comes with a futuristic theme that is ingrained in the national spirit as well as in sustainability. Mr. Umesh will be announcing the theme very soon. We're excited to get started with all of you participants, and we hope to get a lot of registrations. Remember, it's not about winning, but it's about the learning and the exploration through this journey of the competition over the next 2 days. I urge you, therefore, to plunge in with the spirit of exploration and learning, and get more of your friends and family to be inspired to get on to the design hackathon bandwagon. Welcome once more to Design Hackathon 2024.
This year, hackathon. I now invite Mrs. Satyashri Ji, the Vice President of Design at Ashok Leyland Limited, to deliver a keynote address.
Hi, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, Satya, you are audible.
So I'm in the middle of a program which is in Chennai. So I'm so happy to come back to my friends Sean and Umesh after a very long time, and particularly in the platform of Design Hackathon, particularly for the entire Indian community by 2047, if I'm not wrong. Okay. So here are a couple of my points which I want to say. With an experience, I have 2 decades in design, plus another 7-8 years in teaching, travel across each and every bit of the country, north, south, east, west. I think I'm a dreamer. I'm dreaming how this 2047 is going to be on the 100th year of independence. How to do that? What would be my advice? What is my vision? What is my dream? When I talked about my friends, discuss, do little research. I'm a serious reader of books, particularly non-fiction. So what I understand is for the past 75 years, what we have done, the impact of that, and the impact of new coming technologies in terms of AI, machine learning. And third, how the prevailing situation over thousands of years in this country, the word empathy have a lot of meaning. So, and 47, what is the desirable attributes and what could have been the assumption of what it is going to be What could be the practical? Nothing is in our control. We can only dream of certain things. So I would like to recommend few things for the designers from the perspective of the personal capacity, like family, a small community, maybe the state-wise dreams, and overall the country-wise dreams, like, 3 levels. The empathy. Are we well versed with the empathy so far through design? If it is yes, how even today we do manual scavenging? Don't we have any problem to be solved through the ecological values of Indianness? If that be the case, why our trucks, including Ashok Leyland and Tata, the Indian manufacturers, want to compete with something like Scania and Volvo, which is from Sweden? Is it relevant to the ecological, social, economical, climatic condition consideration? Why the truck drivers of India is often beaten by the policemen at any point of time? And the rate of accidents happens consistently the same, around 1.5 lakh a year, right from 2014 until 2022. It varies from 140 to 1.4 to 1.6 lakhs solved every year die out of accidents, which is more than a war crime. And why our roads and public infrastructures are filthy? Our home, we do with Italian marbles and super duper interior designers we appoint. And the very moment when you come out of that, we don't even bother about it. We are affordable today for many, many Rolls Royce and Bentleys and whatnot, supercars. But look at our roads, the potholes. I don't know what it is. What does it mean? Still, you see, we have enough empathy. So the word empathy, the word project that we are doing it, and what is growth? It's inclusive or exclusive? And you have high-rise buildings approved by the governments. At the same time, the slum boards are too busy to educate them and get into the deep-rooted villages of Bihar and Uttar Pradesh. What is happening there? Still, the co-brothers are fighting for their jobs. Is it what that we are going to make in 2047? So we want to be techno-adverse people or inventive-adverse people. We follow trends. We follow all the global mega trends. We want to do Hyperloop. At the same time, what could be the relevant road for us? For example, the Stanford Design Institute is thinking of something like line. All the autonomous cars have to go in one straight line, 100 kilometers together, so therefore no bends and things like that. However, Indian urban infrastructure is enlarging. And how are we ensuring the transport are easy? And how about the Tokyo network of metro rails come out of the slime mold, something called slime mold? They have a shortest route from here. For example, to ease my point, from Chennai to Bangalore, it's only just 250 kilometers if you straight away from the map from east to west. If you go straight line, if you draw straight line, you reach Bangalore. But why I have to go to Vellore, Krishnagiri and 80 kilometers plus? So how are you going to design tomorrow? So my understanding is the country have to manage an innovative portfolio, the invention portfolio, to understand empathically to the needs of Indian customer. For example, the rasam sadam, if I want to eat rasam sadam as a South Indian, I cannot eat rasam sadam with the chopstick which is given by Koreans or a fork which is given by Americans, obviously. So who is going to do an invent or do a tool to do rasam sadam? That is what my question for the food for thought, right? Why the clean hygiene is not taught to the bottom of the pyramid? What Bangladesh is doing today is to teach the slum people how to live hygiene, how to keep intact of their life cycle. And we purposefully avoid certain community people, the hygiene way, the wonderful living. And we are not, and this is a country, you don't allow your own person to walk on particular streets. And still, it's continuing. And the researches and design is happening in incremental changes. But I think my recommendation would be a breakthrough innovation, maybe inside the home or for the whole infrastructure. How about a transport without a road? Why you need a road? If the road is broken, the road is politically blah 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 blah. What is that? But avoid road, no, find a solution. What necessarily I have to go by a car? My intention is to from A to B. That could be some, breakthrough solution, which I am not able to, as a designer, to get it. I'm a heartbreaking idiot. But the upcoming people can give an avenue to, provide all kind of facilities and freedom, creative freedom to find and retaliate the entire transport solution, which is buses are overcrowded at 8 o'clock in the morning, and 11 o'clock it is nobody's there in the bus. So what that kind of space has been occupied with the public road has been, why can't we have a contrast and throw the bus out of that, because 100 years now. And we have to have a curriculum that today's the honors education is boring. So we have to have a visual curriculum right from the day one. That means the empathy comes out of do it yourself. How many of us clean our own toilets? Can you do a manual scavenging? Can we stand next to them? But how are you allowing? How you say to 2047? If the 75 years we are not able to eradicate it, how are we going to do that? And secondly, we are talking about design. Who will talk about the craftsmanship, the buses' wheels, the artifacts, the architectural details? The attention to details is not at all, even the customer perspective, the designer's perspective, as well as the craftsman's perspective. Because the craftsmanship we are not even bothered about, because the pays and payoff for this kind of artisans is much, much lower in the global benchmark. Why don't you add value to that? Why nobody wants to become a mason? Because it's paying very less. And what is growth? So the VPs and the senior managers in organization getting in crores, as well as the artisans, the tradesmen, the assembler is getting drastically very less. The difference is too much. We really want to make this difference to be evident for the next 100 years. If we don't do that, how the craftsmen will get in, so like how our buses are going to be like the European buses. So instead of complaining, we really have to give avenues and add value and get attractive salary to the craftsmanship and teach. Why not IITs and design schools are teaching the welders, like those Scandinavian, silverware people? They love it. They love to do that in the furnace and then do heat and then do that, all that. So they create an artistic value across the craftsmanship. And when empathy comes out of do it yourself, we have to encourage a curriculum for today. As Samsung had a plan to become number one consumer electronics company by 2020, but they achieved it 2014 by only starting an art school within the premises of Samsung. You read a paper in Harvard, how Samsung became design superpower, because they superimposed art. Now today art became hobby. All the medical bisexual inventions of your own body, anatomy, nerve system is out of the artists like Renaissance artists, Caravaggio, Leonardo da Vinci. Leonardo da Vinci used to sketch the mechanism of smile. Do we convert this to that? How Mona Lisa can our students decode the Mona Lisa? Because 500 years before, 400 years before a camera is invented, that guy have an effect of blurring background where your human eye have a infinity focal lens. How anyone imagine the blur? Why Mona Lisa has been acclaimed that much? Are we telling them? So the artistic revolution, is there any artistic movement like Bao's brutalism happening in India? But you have Ajanta, Ellora, Mahabalipuram, wherever you go, that's a fantastic heritage of art. Is it converted into a tangible design elements? How Bao's movement has been started, how pop artist movement is started, how art decor as a movement in UK culminated, how Renaissance became the launchpad for the Industrial Revolution. Now, manga art from Japan is inspired by Ajanta Ellora through the Zen route. Have you ever imagined why manga characters have a very big eye, where Chinese have a very small slash of eyes? And the colors, the peacock green kind of manga colors are coming out of Ajanta Ellora. Are we utilizing it? So the ecological shift, I understand the global village and all that. That is for the global trends in terms of technology and software. But the life of Indian life, if it is not changed for the over 75 years, how suddenly in 35, that is 25 years, it's going to go change. So probably we have to create avenues, design districts, and curriculum, and include inclusive of craftsmanship for the elite design institutes. Definitely have to tell how the end to end. So these are the recommendations. I think, thank you so much for that. For the empathic, I think this time which I have spent with you, 10 plus minutes, will help you to the thinking process of coming out with a wonderful solution out of the problems. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Satyashilan, sir. It was very inspiring listening to you about the role of design in a developing country. We do hope that many of our participants use design to take our country to the next level. Now, we're coming to the most exciting part of the session, where we announce the theme of the Design Hackathon. We invite Mr. Umesh Kumar to announce the theme of the Design Hackathon 2024, along with the theme Professor Jagan Murugan from United World Institute of Design, Ahmedabad, Professor Gaurav Sharma from the School of Design and Innovation, RB University, Bangalore, Professor Thomas Dahl, Director of Start School of Design, Bangalore, and Mrs. Shanti Menon, Principal of the Dean's Academy.
All right. So thank you so much, Mokita. And thank you, Satyashilan, for giving a fantastic brief, touching on various points, right from having the sambar rice to traveling on high-speed roads and the craftsmen. So it's a pretty wide briefing, considering all the points. So fantastic. So let me share my screen and let me announce the theme for Design Hackathon 2024 in a minute. All right, okay. So the theme for Design Hackathon 2024 is Viksit Bharat 2047. In English, it is Developed India 2047. Right. So we are a developing country and we want to be fully developed by 2047. And how do we do that? So we are suggesting certain areas where the participants can look at, and they can probably empathize themselves to those topics and see where they have a passion to solve a problem and further work on it. All right. So in fact, there are so many points what Satyashilan has already spoken about. And one of the very important touchy things that I have felt is that, okay, the empathy starts when you actually start doing it. Now, how many of us clean our own commodes, right? So how do we know the problems of a servant maid in our home? How can we empathize, right? So in each of these areas, there is a great opportunity to empathize and find a problem, right? And to bring a change in the world, as Mahatma Gandhi has quoted, quotes, be the change that you wish to see in the world, unquote. So the change of a developed India can happen when we start at an individual level, and then we kind of change our families, communities, localities, city, regions, states, and country. This is the bottom-up approach. At the same time, if we have a support from the government level, top down, then there'll be a great synergy, right? So with that, I would like to open the discussion with our panelists to share their thoughts about the challenges that we face for making or realizing Viksit Bharat 2047 or a developed India in 2047. Okay. So can I request Mr. Jagan, to start your views. And meanwhile, Maria can moderate the session.